In front of you is Trend Following Trades U.S. Government Required Disclaimer. You will need to pause this video in order to read the entire disclaimer. Please pay special attention to CFTC Rule 4.41. All right, everybody, welcome. Trade the Open Wednesday, May 24th. We're about a minute before the open. Let's just zero out our net change. John from Trend Following Trades here. Again, our goal is to hit a $1,000 target before we hit a $1,000 stop. Some of the volatility's gone away. We're down to a 3 with Renko on the ES, 5 on the YM, 7 on the NQ, 7 on the EMD. Let me just pick our ATMs here. Got in a little late this morning. 6 there. And then 3. There we go. Okay, so once the open happens, a vertical yellow line will plot. It sometimes plots intra-bar, sometimes with the close of the bar. With wick Renko bars, everything likes to happen at the close. We try to push it intra-bar. Sometimes it just, depending on how it ticks, doesn't do it. So we have 10 seconds and we will be open. NQ is the strongest market, EMD is the weakest market, so we won't be going short the NQ or long the EMD. In general, markets are poised to go up. I'm going to go long the NQ. That would be nice. Today there is no scheduled news until 10 a.m., which is existing home sales. However, 2 p.m. today is a Fed minutes release day, so today could be a complete dud. Right, there's the YM in buy mode. We're going to look for the background of order flow to color in. We're ignoring the rest of the 8 markets. I actually have the wrong month in here for natural gas. I have to change later for trading after the open. People always ask, is trading the open the only thing you do? And the answer is no. It's a type of trading that we do for a certain time period, and then you can trade all day if you choose to do that. I wouldn't do that today because of the 2 o'clock Fed minutes release. You can get as much volatility in the market sometime as a Fed announcement. However, you can trade throughout the day. We do. Most members do trade, given times during the day once trading the open is finished. It's the reason I don't have a 4 row grid built, is because I use the rest of these later. The NQ's gone too far.
YM trade button setup.
Right now to fire a trade. It needs one more pullback
NG trade button setup.
All right, let's see here. YM's weakest market now, so we can't go long that.
NQ trade button.
There we
GC.
go.
Order pending.
So I have an order into the YM. Pull back far enough now to get in range.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Okay, we're long the YM. Long the NQ. See if we can get the ES is sitting on support. See if we can get it to go back up. 1650. So if this bar closes up, we get to move our stop up 1 tick. Okay, we really needed to move another brick, and then we pulled break even. Not all these ATMs I have set to automatically move to break even after 2 bricks, because they're used for other trading, and only in Trade the Open do we do that quick move to break even. During the day, I like to let it go 3 bricks. It's just it's a different style of trading. We're looking for big pushes, quick pushes. Whereas during the trading day, things just take a lot longer. So the EMDs get coming long again. Excuse me, it's getting strong again. EMD and NQ are here, let me just show you here. EMD and NQ are the strongest markets now. ES and YM are the weakest. Just can't go long the YM or short the NQ right now. Really need this ES to pop through the top. 23.50. And we'll pull the risk out of it. Let the YM go into buy. Get all markets go into buy, get them in sync. And then we'll be good. You don't really see it on this ES chart here. Let me bring down a 2-wick Renko ES chart and get a better look at it. You can see what I'm trying to have happen is to try to have this ES come up and break through up here. Right now it's kind of just chopping around between support, and if I can get it up to this double top, we have a chance of breaking it. It's a noisy chart. It's not really a trading chart as far as I'm concerned, although I know people that would probably trade it.
NQ trade button setup. 6E trade button setup.
Coming back down here on the NQ. I'll go back in it if we get stopped out.
Stop filled. Order pending.
This keeps coming back. The method order will come back down.
Order cancelled.
It doesn't like it because of the TL shaded direction and color. So we won't be going long anymore. We're only looking for the very best. And the 2-minute chart's starting to look really wacky. Could be this 10 o'clock news. It's a big number, existing home sales. Could be that the market's waiting for that. Or the 2 p.m. minutes. Or one little push up, and like yesterday, the market rolled over. But let me show you this 2-minute chart. I mean, I don't know what the market's trying to do. So you get the open right here, a little push up, and then who knows? EMD is the strongest market, and the YM's the weakest market, and Q's coming down. So one of those strange. Days, you get this big news, it can affect the market.
CL trade button setup.
So our net change is starting to drop below zero. Let's see what the S is doing. The S is coming back down. And Q's pulling way back down here. And this would be the double bottom. See, this could go right back up. It's just we're against, when it pulls back this far, TL shaded and color will definitely come down. It's just, I'm not going to go long here. Because double bottom, we go for the lowest inflection point in the mode change. However, the mode change occurred last night, yesterday afternoon. So the overnight happened. Just not something we usually deal with. Usually this would be considered a double bottom right here. And that's the only time that we could get long with the TL shaded, pointed down and colored and sell. Would be a double bottom reject back with the swing. Again, let's see what the EMD is doing. EMD's in buy mode, pulling back. The direction of TL shade is correct, but the coloring is not. That's the difference between the AMA2 and the CT2. The CT2 would have buy signals all inside of all these markets because you don't have the ability to filter. You would have had one signal in here that would have got stopped out. We had this one, of course, which we took, but everything was in our way, and we didn't take a full stop on that. Close to it. Need to go a little further. We're going to break even, but it didn't. But we need Momo to go inside of the chop zone, then we'll go into sell, and then we need the background. The color red, market structure. Looks like the YM's the closest thing that we have right now to a potential trade setup. Second to the weakest market.
YM trade button setup.
There we go.
Order pending.
TL shade, it's pointed down and colored red. Orange, red. You can choose your colors, whatever you want, but it's reddish. All right, let's see if it trips us in. 17 is the short.
Order canceled.
There we go. See if we can get it to come down to 12. Quickly, we'll pull half the risk out. Haven't had a stop out day in a long time. It's got to get down here to 12, and then we'll move our stop to 24. And the market feels like it's waiting for news. Usually there's enough movement for the 10 o'clock news. Even on Fed minutes release days, yesterday we traded, even though there was 9:45 news, but the news was really low impact. The type of news just usually doesn't do anything. We called it a no trade the open day ahead of time, but for those that just have to trade, that would be the kind of news day you want to trade. I just want to see something here. We're 27. You know, I'm going to take this up to one tick above here, 30, because I'm going to move this right down here, 3 ticks, for this big double bottom, because this is the top of the range here. Just want to make it break that before we get stopped out. Small adjustments using chart support resistance.
Stop filled.
All right, didn't hold anyway, so it's okay. We're still in range. Still 15 minutes till news. EMD is the strongest market. ES is the weakest market. So we could go long the EMD. We did not get a trade signal here because of the shading of our trigger line. If it pulls back without this turning red, we could get a signal. Support's going to be way down here, maybe too many bricks away. I'm not quite sure. Yep, see it's down here. No signal yet, it's too far away. And it went red. It looks at it at once this bar closes, intra-bar, it doesn't really matter. Although it is green now. Gonna let the system do its work. All right, the NQ went into sell mode. And we can get this to pull back. We have again, the trigger line's pointed down and shaded red. That would be nice. It is no longer the strongest market. It's almost the weakest market. Just show you this real quick. You can see it's down here now, right hiding behind the CS. There's the NQ. It's now the weakest market. So it has permission to go short without a problem. Just need to pull back though. I don't like this continuation divergence in here, which is a continuation to the upside, indication of continuation to the upside, but that's only inside the same mode. And if there's a signal, it just kind of gives you a little extra confidence. It's not a trade signal by itself. It's not enough to keep us from going short. Just need to pull back a little further. Because once the NQ gets going, it can roll. Need one more tick. It's got to go to 1475. Oh, so close. Market structure still buy. All right, yeah, we need a lower high to plot or a lower low. Excuse me. I keep thinking keep forgetting we're in buy structure with these swing dots. This is a higher low. We need a lower high or a lower low. So we're kind of in a mode to wait and see here. YM's going back into buy. Second strongest market. If it pulls back, along with the EMD, this keeps going up a little bit more and then pulls back. It's going to give us a buy. Well, we got 8 more minutes for news. We can say flat into the news. That would be the best thing. Okay, we're within less than we're about 3 minutes to the news. So I'm not going to take any trades until after the news is out. Like I said, it's a big number. It's an orange impact. It's not red, according to Forex Factory, but it's existing home sales. And this can really, I've seen this number throw the market around if it's off the mark. They're expecting 5.65 million versus the previous 5.71 million. We're essentially away from trading the open at this point in time. However, we're going to count it as part of it because it's only 30 minutes. So we can quickly make it up, but we want this number to come out. People in the know may already know this number. I always wondered about that, and a lot of times the market can kind of head in the direction ahead of time before this number actually comes out. So let's see if we see that now. They get the number a little bit early, a minute or two. Lets them position themselves into the market to take advantage of when the number comes out. Just don't know how to play number releases, you know, with the Fed in play and interest rate hikes. It's a very different world we live in than it used to be a decade ago. Before the financial crisis. Then you have a Canadian overnight rate too. I guess it's their Fed funds rate. I don't know what they're expecting any kind of change. Let's see if we see any movement. The market's just gone dead. Let me pull. I have a chart that I use to show volume and range. Let me pull the ES up on that one. All right. News should be out.
6C trade button setup.
Just see what the number is. Canadian Fed fund rate has no change. Overnight rate, what they call it. And our existing home sales, 5.57 million.
6B trade button setup.
Slight miss.
6E trade button setup.
Effect,
6C trade button setup.
Canadian currencies are getting active. I'm not going to click on it because that's not what we're trading. You can hear all the signals firing on it. I believe that has to do with the overnight. That's like our Fed rate announcement. And the rate stayed the same, 0.5%, plus there's some rate
CL
statement.
trade button setup.
See what the EMD's got. One thing I don't like about the EMD in this market, this trigger line coloring can get, I want to say, can become a little bit inaccurate when the spreads are the way they are. When they're more than one or two ticks, prices going off at the bid and the ask and the comparison between them. It can kind of mess the library that we keep up comparing the two. There's no real way to fix that. Hopefully we'll be able to replace this market with the TF in July. What's going on with the NQ? Why this is... All right, now we're in sell, but now the market structure so we have a lower high here. But now our TL shaded is pointed up and green. It's good to have multiple indicators that plot or are calculated off of completely different things have come into alignment. All right. So now this rolled over. Let's see if we can get it to pull back and give us a sell signal. And Q is the weakest market. ES has got to break this double bottom. It's TL shaded already rolled over. Market structure's just made a lower low here. The only market we can't go short is the EMD. It's the strongest market. See that NQ just can. This is a 7-wick Renko. It's among the larger of the markets we're trading today, but you can just see this market, when it wants to move, it just moves. Let it come down to here, see if we can bounce off the support. Because I don't know that it's going to give us a signal if it reverses up here. I'm not quite sure. It needs to reverse. It needs to have resistance above the reversal. Right now it's calculating resistance is here. Just going to start to draw on some of these trades. I believe we only had 2. Only takes 1 to wipe this stuff out, to correct it. Let's put this across here. I like to use a line to show the stop out so people can have a better idea. That was there. Yeah, that's what I figured. I wasn't going to get a signal. Now we'll be patient and wait.
YM trade button setup.
All right, here we go. Oh, I don't like this. Against. When this closed down, this must have just flashed green. But I'm not taking this long. See what happens right at the close of the bar. So I'm ignoring this signal. This is by no means to me a buy. Even though it might go up and be a winner, it's just I'm not trading against this. Again, it could have flashed momentarily green because it was pointed up. And when it closed, like I said, it just could have just momentarily flashed green. As discretionary traders, that is what gives us the ability to say no. Or I wonder if I have it set that way. Need to make sure. I was playing around with this with a customer yesterday. And I do not. Okay. This needs to be true and this needs to be true. Okay. It actually, I didn't have it set. I'm looking for direction on color.
Trade button setup.
All right. What do we have here? We have our short.
Order filled.
Yeah,
Order
okay.
canceled.
So it did get close enough to this area here. So let me move the stop here. 2 ticks above. See if we can get something going here. See if we can get anything else and sell. The only one we can't go short is the EMD. Let's see if we can get this YM to go and sell. Don't know. This is just stuck up here. Yes, it's not a market. I like the 3-wick Renkos. Just doesn't show enough volatility. When it calculates a 3-wick Renko on the ES, you can see here it's just kind of, unless it breaks down. If NQ goes one more brick, we'll pull the risk out of it. Should be nice. Comes to be a loser, we're done for the day. This does go to be a winner. You can see how fast it can wipe out this loser, or these 2 losers. ES is sitting on support and bouncing off of it, so it's not helping us out any. I'll show this to you. You can actually see it's kind of a head and shoulders look, inverted head and shoulders. Here, bouncing off of this, and if it keeps going up, we're going to get stopped out. It comes back down. We could be in good shape. If not, we'll be done for the day.
Stop filled.
All right, first losing day in a while. We're down 1070 plus commissions. Let me just do an account performance here. I'll be right back. All right, fuddling around. Let me just go over the trades here real quick. We took one YM sell. Today just really went nowhere. At the open, really didn't go far, and we waited till 10 o'clock news. A little bit of a disappointment on existing home sales, but even that really didn't make the markets move that much one way or another. Maybe later, I'll be trading, once I stop this video, I'll be trading through the day, and maybe there'll be some more movement there. But there's a loser here in the YM, okay? Probably not going to see any movement until the 2 o'clock minutes release. And then here on the NQ, we have a buy loser here, and then a sell loser here. This one, the risk was pulled out. So we have a loser of 1070 with commissions. Let me show you the trades here. It's 1135 with commissions. And then you can see the summary. It doesn't really show you much here. This is the first losing day in a long time. I don't know how many days it's been since we've had one, but they happen. It's all part of trading. So we show the good with the bad, as all companies should do, in my opinion. Everybody likes to see the good, the glorious, and the great, but this is a part of trading. Losing is a part of winning in trading. So that's Trade the Open for today, Wednesday the 24th, and hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Today at midnight, the current pricing expires for the webinar special that we ran last week to join Trend Following Trades. And, we will be teaching this Trade the Open methodology. And it's part of our standard methodology with some modifications done to money management and when to move the break even and things like that. And we have our trade filter set a certain way just for this type of trading. We teach people how to set trade filters and things to look out for, and you can set them your own way with the AMA2. However, this pricing may never be seen again, and we also may restrict as we discover the trading the open to future members coming in. We may restrict certain time frames of the AMA2 just for that style of trading as we discover the European indices, the financial opens, and see how well they work. So we're going to be experimenting with that, and so right now's a good time to come in for those members that want to enjoy the ability to enjoy in the day trading sense anything that they want to possibly accomplish. And then with swing trading, we option out a lot of different stuff. So last chance for any members that want to come in at this price. It is a decent price. We do support our members well. And again, unfortunately, today being the last day is the losing day, first day in a long time. So I hope to see everybody next time. I don't know if tomorrow we'll be doing this again. I try to do it every morning. It's just it does interfere with my real trading. This is done in sim. I want to make that very clear. That's because it's hard to trade with real money at this level. To talk about every little detail, to explain to people what's going on, what we see, why we see it, how we do it, and why we do it. So thank you, everybody. Hope to see you next time I Trade the Open. Thank you.